All right, dipshits, get to the driver's meeting now if you're not in here already. Thank you.
Welcome, race fans, and welcome to the TNR Designs Truck Series, race 12 of 17, the second race in the playoffs. We're at Charlotte Motor Speedway for 70 laps. We have a full field tonight, and remember, being that this is the playoffs, we have 8 drivers who are vying now for 6 positions. The ones who are currently in are Trey Smith, Justin Bell, Dakota Henderson, Dylan Smith, Keith Ayers, and Tanner Ensign. Will Moore is in right now on points, as well as James Napier, but they're the bottom two. So if we were to, if today's race or tonight's race was to be the last one, we would drop Will Moore and James Napier. That's how it works. For the next round, after race 3 next week, we will be down to 6 drivers for the next 3 races. So right now, like I said, Trey Smith leads the field, Justin Bell second, Dakota Henderson third, Dylan Smith, then Keith Ayers and Tanner Ensign. James Napier is looking up and trying to do his best to be one of those top 6 drivers, as well as Will Moore. Let's see if we can find James Napier and bring him into the broadcast booth real quick. Hold on just a second. Hey, James Napier, Barry Stevens up in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Hey, looking at the point structure for this playoff series has you fighting from the bottom, and you are regular season points leader. What do you need to do tonight to get your machine up into the playoffs, besides a victory, of course?
Hopefully just stay out of trouble. Last race, whatever, it was a disaster. Hopefully we can rebound tonight.
I think so. I looked at the points, and you are only 8 points out from the cut, so that's not too bad. 20 points from first place. You can make all of that up in one good night, separate even from a victory, and we know that you have the talent to do it. You have a game plan, I'm sure, going in for tonight, and can you tell me real quick, what do you have to do to find yourself competitive at the end of this race tonight?
Charlotte's a pretty good track, but it also eats up tires, so hopefully we can just save our tires and be there for it at the end.
All right. Well, James, I appreciate the fact that you took time to speak with me up in the broadcast booth, and I'm going to move you back up to the driver's meeting.
All right, man. Thank you.
Thank you, James Napier in the 77. All right. Let's look at, see if we can find Will Moore. Is he here? I do not see Will Moore. All right. Let's go to Tanner Ensign. See if we can get him. There he is. Let's move him into the broadcast booth quickly. Hey, Tanner Ensign, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got a copy, Barry. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Doing great. Looking you up because we find you right now, as the system goes, in the playoffs still as one of the top 6 drivers. Our second race of the 3-race first round of the playoffs. What do you have to do tonight to ensure, besides winning, to ensure that you stay in that top 6?
We just got to run as clean as we can, gain as much points as we can. Does suck because I don't see Dylan in the race tonight, and I don't see Will in the race tonight, so it might turn into an automatic advance for a lot of guys. But yeah, I mean, we just got to go up there and run good. There's still a chance we could have a bad race, and them guys come back, one of them win next week, and they outpoint us. So yeah, we just got to make sure that the YO Outlaw Custom Diecast F-150 is as pretty as it is now at the end of the race, and try not to be too aggressive. I've had some bad runs the last couple weeks. The results don't show how good we were, but the finishes have been pretty bad. So we just got to capitalize on running good and try to make a whole race out of it.
Good deal. Good deal, Tanner. I appreciate you taking the time to speak with us up in the broadcast booth, and good luck out there today.
Thank you, Barry. We'll talk
bet.
to you later.
You bet. That's Tanner Ensign from Ensign Motorsports. Okay, so we are now qualifying, and we see Trey Smith in the number 1 truck as he goes out. These drivers will get 2 laps. Trey is coming up to the start-finish line for his first lap. And here he goes. Got a little wiggly there out of 2 on lap 1. Coming into turn 3. Stays high up along the fence. Gets that good momentum for lap 1. Lap 1 gives him a time of 29.76. Tanner Ensign scored a 29.39 and puts him in first. Trey Smith is in third as we speak. So we're going to want to speak with Trey Smith as soon as he's done here, but we'll leave him to finish his lap. There he goes. So let's pull up Trey into the broadcast booth. Hey, Trey Smith, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me?
Yes, sir. I got you, Barry.
Hey, how you doing out there, and how's the truck right now? You're running 5th as far as your queue time.
Yeah. I don't know how this is gonna work. Our truck felt pretty good in practice. Race trim, tried a couple different setups. Definitely gonna rock with the one I felt a little bit more comfortable balance wise. I mean, I'm not too concerned about it, where my finishing spot is, just because I'm already locked into the next round. But overall, still want to have a good, strong showing tonight. Got a lot of good partners on this truck. We're going to see what we can do and maybe be there at the end.
Well, Trey Smith in the number 1, we certainly thank you for taking the time to speak with us up in the broadcast booth, and we are going to wish you good luck today. We know that you're at the top of the leaderboard as far as the playoffs go, and we're in the second race of the playoffs with one more to go before the next round. You are in the catbird seat, so have a great race out here tonight.
Yes, sir. Real quick, make sure everyone that's watching this right now, tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern, there will be a new Redline Radio episode up on the Redline Radio podcast on Spotify. So make sure you guys get ready to go check that out tomorrow night.
Absolutely.
Just want to get that out there, Barry.
Absolutely. Redline Radio. You want to watch that on Spotify. That's a great podcast. I've watched several episodes of it. So, yeah, do what he said and look that up. All right, Trey Smith,
Yes,
and
sir.
I'll move you back down.
Thank you, brother. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Thank you. Trey Smith in the number 1. Okay, let's see if we can find Jacob Schaffet. There he is, and move him up to the broadcast booth real quick. Hey, Jacob Schaffet. Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Hey, Barry, how you doing?
I'm doing good. You right now are at the top of the leaderboard on qualifying time with a 29.16. That's a blazing fast compared to everybody else out there. How'd you do it, and what do you got for him in this race?
Man, I really don't even know how I pulled that off. I threw a qualifying setup on that I had made, I don't know how long ago, and it just stuck. I really don't understand it. I couldn't do that if I tried to in practice, so it just kind of surprised me. So.
Well, let's see. How are you going to be able to translate that into running tonight and to finish in respectable spot?
Well, hopefully we can keep it up front since this is going to be borderline plate racing. But it's just about making sure I make it to the end with a faster pair left in the last 20 laps, and if all hell breaks loose, I'll be there waiting and ready.
All right, Jacob Shoffett, we're getting ready to go green, so I'll move you back down to Fearless Motorsports. But thanks for taking the time to speak with us up in the broadcast booth.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
You bet. Good luck tonight.
Thank you.
All right, we are getting ready to go racing. Lining up in pit lane. Jacob
Hey,
Shoffett.
Jacob.
And I do
Jacob.
want to apologize to the fans at home. I did
Jacob
not turn
Shoffett, you got a
off
copy there, truck driver.
driver radios. So tonight's broadcast will have driver radios on them.
He can't queue up.
That
He
is
accidentally
my
moved his...
fault. I apologize for that.
Jacob, don't get taken out. I know it's hunting season, son. Just be ready. Good luck, everybody. Let's go have some fun.
Jacob Shoffett will lead him off. Then second will be James Napier. Third will be Justin Bell, followed by Dakota Henderson. Fifth place is your Tanner Ensign. 6th through 10th is Stephen Ayers Jr., Gabriel Burke, Trey Smith in 8th, Timothy McDonald at 9th, and 10th is Wayne Isbell. 11th through 15th is Ethan Farless in 11th, followed by Pat Wilkinson, Brighton Coleman, Keith Ayers, and John Sauer in 15th place. 16th, 17th, and 18th is Brandon McKee, Michael Lovelace, and Scott Rush. Now, Justin Bell is ahead as far as the playoffs go. Dakota Henderson, second. Dylan Smith. Keith Ayers is fourth or fifth, and sixth is Tanner Ensign. Will Moore and James Napier are on the outside, looking in. They need some good finishes here tonight. Got some nice looking trucks. It's going to be a great race tonight. 70 laps at Charlotte Motor Speedway. So while the trucks go around, let's look at Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's a 1.5-mile track. Track temperatures are 73 degrees here in Concord, North Carolina. Outside temperature is 73 degrees with 87% humidity, partly cloudy skies with breezes of 5 miles an hour. Tonight's broadcast is brought to you by Fearless Broadcasting Network, that's FBN. I'm Barry Stevens. So Jacob Shoffett's going to get ready to lead him to the line. The pace car will pull off. Leading the journeyman Jacob Shoffett to the line. And we're off. 77 on the outside gets a great jump. That's James Napier, Jacob Shoffett on the bottom. Jacob Shoffett takes the lead once again. Jacob Shoffett, Justin Bell, then James Napier. The top 5 are all together. That's fourth is Tanner Ensign and Dakota Henderson. Dakota Henderson on the top. Jacob Shoffett gets loose on the bottom and is going to get passed by a whole train full of vehicles. Look at all the trucks that go by him all
Great
the way.
job getting around all that shit, guys.
Trey Smith passes him on the top. He finally gets going after the 69 gets by him. So the 69 of Stephen Ayers Jr. gets by him. Justin Bell now moves up into the lead.
31, you're blinking.
This is your leader, Justin Bell. Oh, and the 69. See, we are under caution. Stephen Ayers crashed. Let's see what happened there. Oh, he got into the wall, and then the 00 got into him of Jacob Shoffett. Doesn't look like there's
22 for keeping us straight there. Appreciate
really
it.
bad damage there. That 69 looks to be okay. I don't
Yes,
think
sir.
that there's going to be any problem with him.
Pace car and one, boy.
Heated up those tires, but other than that, seems to be okay. The only problem is that Stephen Ayers is probably now going to be all the way in the back, and will have to fight his way back up towards the front. Justin Bell is our leader. James Napier is second. Tanner Ensign is third. Fourth is Dakota Henderson, and fifth is Gabriel Burke. Tonight is sponsored by TNR Designs. We're in the TNR Designs Truck Series, and TNR Designs can take any of your painting ideas for your diecast online. Not diecast, but your online paint job, and make it a reality. TNR Designs. We see the one back here of Trey Smith in the Coca-Cola truck. Behind him is Wayne Isbell in the number 6 Chevrolet. We see that 51. That's Gabriel Burke in the Toyota. Off-Pace Toyota. That's the name of his sponsorship. So we go back up to the front. We're on lap 5 now of total of 70
here, James.
laps. Once again, I want to apologize for radio traffic that you'll be hearing from the drivers. If there's any language or any outbursts, I cannot stop it from the broadcast booth since the broadcast has already started. The streaming has begun. I will make sure that doesn't happen again, so I apologize. Justin Bell, James Napier on your front row. Second row is Tanner Ensign with Dakota Henderson. Third row is Gabriel Burke with Trey Smith. The next row is Wayne Isbell with Pat Wilkinson. Then Brighton Coleman lined up next to John Sauer. Scott Rush lined up with Timothy McDonald. Brandon McKee with Keith Ayers. Ethan Farless with Michael Lovelace. And then Jacob Shoffett with Stephen Ayers Jr. Got that Red Line Radio podcast of Justin Bell.
Hey guys, did the 31 truck disappear there for a little bit?
Remember, you can find Red Line Radio
It
podcast
disappeared
on
for a host right away a while
Spotify
ago.
weekdays.
ED, you gotta be up high. My bad, bud. I was trying to figure out what's going on. I was confused.
Lights are off.
You guys, if you see the 31 blink, let me know. I'll
The
drop
pace
down.
car. We're lined up side by side. Next time around, pace car will be pulling in. We're going to go racing again on lap 7. It's a sharp looking truck, that shiny 8 of Justin Bell. The 77 of James Napier and the Aaron's Chevrolet on the outside will line up beside him. Let's see who gets the better jump coming into 1. We're off. We're racing. Side by side. Front row. 8 in the 77. Second row. Tanner Ensign and Dakota Henderson. The entire field is together at this point. See the 44 moving towards the bottom end, but he will pass the 8. Will he pass the 8? Yes. Currently, Tanner Ensign is out front, but the 8 gets a great run on the outside to take back first position, Justin Bell. They are side by side. The 77 now is almost making it 3 wide. He comes to the top to run with Justin Bell. That's James Napier in third. Justin Bell still in first. Second place, James Napier. Third is Tanner Ensign. Justin Bell running second in our playoff count. We're running first tonight. James Napier is having a great run. He needs to have a good run. He's currently 8th in points. He's running second right now. The 77 at Aaron's Chevrolet. Lap 10 of 70. Gap is about 0.5 of a second.
Sorry, Tim. Didn't realize there was still somebody outside me.
Then you're all over the place.
Justin Bell hugging that bottom line.
Sorry for getting into you there, 88.
It's racing, right?
See some drivers commenting back and forth to each other. That's normal. Once again, apologize that you have to listen to any of that. That's normally not part of the broadcast.
Checking the turn 1.
Yellow flag is out. I did not see what happened there. We're on
Check up turn 2.
lap 12 now. And we will do a couple of laps under caution. So James Napier, who needs a great run tonight, finds himself in second position behind Justin Bell, who is already doing a great job playoff-wise. I don't know how many laps they can go on fuel. That's probably, in general, going to be the deciding factor for tires, unless there's enough set of tires that they might want to consider coming down. I'm not sure that they have enough tire wear to come down at this point.
I'm going to take the bottom here, James.
So that was Justin Bell letting second place driver James Napier know that he is going to do the restart from the bottom line. That was Justin Bell. Driver communication to James Napier in the 77 Chevrolet. Still showing Stephen Ayers Jr. in the pits. Lights are still on the pace car. We'll be doing, see if they go off here, and if they do, this will be our last lap coming up. And they are off. So next time around, we'll be going green. That'll be lap 15. Lap 15 of 70. Justin Bell will lead him around to the go line. Lined up with James Napier, Tanner Ensign with Gabriel Burke, and our third row will be Dakota Henderson and Trey Smith. Everybody is familiar with Charlotte, this asphalt 1.5 mile track. Temperatures are almost the same as they are outside, which makes racing quite a bit easier. Trucks aren't sliding around quite as much as they would if the track was hot. But racing at night in Charlotte, it's a great race. 70 laps total. We're on lap 14, about to go to 15 as the pace car comes down off of the track. The 8, Justin Bell, is going to lead him to the line, and there we go. Justin Bell on the bottom, James Napier on the top. 44 of Tanner Ensign, third place on the bottom. The 5th, Dakota Henderson, on the bottom. So it looks like Tanner Ensign got ahead of James Napier. James Napier is on the bottom though, side by side with the 44. Tanner Ensign is on top of the cut line. Finds himself okay. Not sure what's happened to James Napier, who's moved back. He is now in 5th position. 6th position now. Hopefully his truck is okay. Don't know what happened to him. Justin Bell is still our leader. 2nd place is Tanner Ensign. 3rd is Gabriel Burke. 4th now is Trey Smith. James Napier is now back in 5th position, running right to the inside of Trey Smith for 4th place. We see our battle for the lead, 8, 44, and then the 51. Let's go back here, and we see Dakota Henderson battling the 77 of James Napier. 5th place. Coming up to lap 20 of 70. Tanner Ensign right on the bumper of Justin Bell. Driving really smooth in that 44. 44 goes to the bottom. That 8 runs that high line right up against the wall and gets an incredible head of steam coming off of 4. So as the cars begin to spread out a little bit, we've got our fighting seems to be back here around 8th position, 7th, 8th. That's Jacob Schaffet in 8th, and 7th is James Napier. Oh, James Napier gets into the wall. The 000. We are under caution. Jacob Schaffet. Let's see what happened to Jacob Schaffet. Well, that's where he got ran off. We didn't get to see it before that.
Checking up one. Checking up one.
Well, that's tough. Let's go back up to our leaders. We're on lap 23. Probably are going to see some takers to pit lane.
A6, we need to pass me.
So we're watching the 8 of Justin Bell, and we're going to see if he drops down to pit road. I'm thinking
Call out the checkups if you guys
on
wouldn't mind
lap
up there.
23 of 70, he's probably not quite really in the window, but we're far enough along that if you don't stop for tires, you're going to be put at a disadvantage by those drivers that have stopped for tires. Well, let's see what happens here. So we see almost everybody coming down pit lane. Tanner Ensign is still out on the track. Scott Rush is still out on the track. Justin Bell still out on the track. Everybody else has come in. .51 gets out. 44. All right. So we're going to look now. Did not stop. 44 of Tanner Ensign. Scott Rush in the 04 will be second. Third is Gabriel Burke in the 51. Fourth is Pat Wilkinson in your 82. Michael Lovelace in the 68 is fifth. Sixth is your 8 machine of Justin Bell in the Chevrolet. Seventh is the Chevrolet of Timothy McDonald. Eighth is the Chevy of Trey Smith. Ninth is the Chevy of Dakota Henderson. And 10th is the Chevy of John Sauer. Eleventh is Brandon McKee. 12th is the Ford of Keith Ayers. So Scott Rush is on the bottom. The 44 of Tanner Ensign is on top. The 77 of James Napier is way back here in 12th position. He needs to have a good race today. We're going to keep an eye on him all race long. We are on lap 25. Lights are out on the pace car. Pace car is off. We are getting ready to go racing, race fans. Here we are on lap 26. Coming to the line with Tanner Ensign. Oh no, the one gets loose. We are still under green. Scott Rush takes the lead. 44 on the outside, 82 on the bottom. Pat Wilkinson and the 44 Tanner Ensign fighting side by side. Out in front is Scott Rush. The 51 is in 4th place. 88 Timothy McDonald fighting for
God
3rd.
damn, 19. You started to blink right there.
Well, I'm sorry, it didn't help. I got tapped in the middle of 3 and 4, so it's
For pace car.
what you expect me to do.
Slowing up in the back stretch. Slowing up. Slowing up for the pace car.
Sorry, but good God.
Doesn't look like the 19 really hit anything. He did
Tanner,
tap
did you get that blinking
that
truck?
outside. That was Keith Ayers. But he looks to be okay.
What did you say, Tim?
Did you get that blinking truck?
Yeah, he got sent off.
Yeah, it was kind of sketch.
Yeah, I saw him on the inside, and then he was just there and not there, not there, and I was like, fuck, I hope he doesn't come up. I hope I don't come down. And then I was like, well, I'm clear. Hopefully Tim doesn't drive through him.
Yeah, I seen him there. I think when the caution came out, I thought I was half a truck in front of him, but he was making my butthole pucker up.
All right. So when we get ready to go side by side again, which won't be for at least a couple more laps, Scott Rush is our leader. Tanner Ensign is 2nd in the 44 Ford. 3rd is the Chevy of Timothy McDonald. 4th is your Toyota of Gabriel Burke. So we have the Fords, Chevys, and Toyotas all in the top 4. And 5th is the Chevy of James Napier. Doing caution under lap 28 of 70. It's Charlotte Motor Speedway. You're here watching the Wild West Racing League, the greatest league that you can be watching. Every night that they run, depending upon what series it is a great night to watch. Sunday nights is truck racing, and tonight we're at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the 2nd race of the playoffs. 73 degrees on the track, mile and a half here. It's also 73 degrees in the stands. 87% relative humidity, partly cloudy skies with a breeze of 5 miles an hour. Tonight's broadcasting is brought to you by the Fearless Broadcasting Network, FBN. I'm broadcaster Barry Stevens. Lights are out on the pace car. We will be going green on lap 30. Not quite halfway just yet. Boy, some really sharp painted trucks here tonight. That 04, the way they shine underneath the lights here at Charlotte is really incredible. So we got 2 Fords leading the way, followed by a Chevy and a Toyota. That 51 off pace has not been off pace tonight. Gabriel Burke has been running amongst the top 5 for most of these laps. Pace car will be pulling off, and it does. Scott Rush will be leading them to the line with Tanner Ensign on his outside. And they are off. Scott Rush gets a pretty good jump to put him out front alone. The 44 of Tanner Ensign stays up high. He's looking for that momentum on the high side. He is right there. On the bottom now of the 04 is the 44 of Tanner Ensign, who takes the lead. Coming through turn 3 into turn 4. And he will get credit for that lead. Tanner Ensign. Tanner Ensign, Scott Rush fighting side by side. Low and high. Third place now is James Napier, who's back in it. James Napier moves into second place. P2 for James Napier. The 04 of Scott Rush in third. Fourth is Dakota Henderson, and fifth is Timothy McDonald. We've talked about James Napier all night. We've kept an eye on him. And right now he's doing great in second position, trying to, looks like, get by Tanner Ensign. And he will on the bottom. Look at that. James Napier on the bottom. 44 now on the bottom. Goes below the 77 and takes the position back over. But the 77 and James Napier will fight back, and he is holding his P1. We've got Dakota Henderson now fighting for second place with Tanner Ensign. Dakota Henderson takes second place. This is the view from inside Dakota Henderson's truck looking up at James Napier. James Napier and that 77 having a great run now. Happy and grateful to see him out front. He really needs a good run. Dakota Henderson, second place. Gap is half a tenth of a second from James to Dakota Henderson. We see some of the cars in the back here getting a little squirrely. Let's look back here around fifth place. We see a battle going on between about 5 cars. Justin Bell, Timothy McDonald, Stephen Ayers Jr., and Jacob Shoffett. Oh, and the 44 goes up into the outside wall, comes back off. No caution.
That wasn't me, Tanner.
Tanner Ensign.
I know, all good.
Drops to 10th right now. Now 11th. Truck seems to be okay. James Napier. Dakota Henderson second. Justin Bell third. So we're past halfway now, looking into the vehicle of James Napier as he leads us around Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 5 is now just 0.3 of a second back. Dakota Henderson. Dakota Henderson is running third in our playoffs. Right now, points-wise, he's comfortably in. Running second on the racetrack tonight. James Napier, is he going to fight for it, or is he going to let the 5 take the bottom? Looks like he's going to let the 5 do what the 5 can do on the bottom, but that 77 looks really strong up top. Lap 40 of 70 to go. 70 total. I'm sorry. 30 to go.
44 pit.
0-4 pitting, going inside 0-4 pitting.
So it looks like we've got some trucks that are going to be coming into pit. But not James Napier nor Dakota Henderson as they battle it out for first place. Justin Bell is way back in third place here. Alone. Nobody fighting him for it. He would like to be up in that battle and take over second place. Here's the view from his truck. Lap 42 of 70. James Napier continues to lead the field. The 5 of Dakota Henderson riding right below. No reason to fight, no reason to push at this point in the race. And quite honestly, even for the 77, a second place finish would be a great step up for him. We see Dakota Henderson trying to wrap the bottom a little bit more, and it does keep him within shooting distance of James Napier by doing that. Low line, of course, is the shorter way around the track. Also helps to save tires a little bit more than the outside line. Five is right there now. The 5 is right there on the back of the 77. Oh my gosh. Such close racing, but really good racing out of the 5. 77 is doing everything he can. He's driving from that mirror. I guarantee you he's looking in that rearview mirror, seeing Dakota Henderson down there. Every time he comes to the bottom, he gains just a little bit. And now he's almost side by side with the 77. 77 gets a little bit of jump from the outside line, but the 5 is right there side by side now. Dakota Henderson is showing first place, and he does the slide over the front of the 77. So the 77 of James Napier is now in second place. Hopefully the 77 has saved tires and will not drop back further than second position. We look back here to third place, that's Justin Bell, and his gap is a second back. So the gap here now is 0.2 of a second, that's nothing. And what James Napier needs to do is just have a good, clean, smart race. Second place would be a great finish. The 5 of Dakota Henderson. Still leading them on from the front. Coming up to lap 50 with 20 to go. Looking in James Napier's truck, looking out at Dakota Henderson. Gap now is 0.3 of a second. So James Napier has lost about another tenth. He may be just cooling those tires down, trying to give himself one more shot. With 20 to go, we see Justin Bell. Justin Bell is looking for that second place. The leader and second place are not that far in front of him. We look at the gap now is almost half a second back to James Napier. It's back in 5th place is Trey Smith.
And be careful there, 31. You're lucky I checked up.
We see that one fighting for position. That's 4th place he's looking at Jacob Shoffett. Trying to get below him. Jacob Shoffett takes a somewhat lower line on the outside. The one looks like he may be able to get by him this time. This would be for 4th position. As they go side by side through the turn. There's the one on the bottom, side by side as they go across the start-finish line and into turn 1. Trey Smith on the bottom. Trey Smith with Jacob Shoffett up high.
19
looks
hitting
like
this time.
they are still side by side. Some great running here. This is for 4th place.
31 sitting.
So we've got drivers coming in for what should be their last pit stop. There is Trey Smith now, 4th place.
I was on pit road when the caution was thrown.
Is out. Did not see what brought that caution out.
Pace car in 1.
So, probably everybody's going to come down pit lane next time around. We'll keep our camera here getting ready. We will see if they come down pit lane. I'm thinking everybody's coming down.
We're still on the backstretch, by the way.
88.
So, as they come around turn 4, let's see what we can see from everybody almost everybody comes down. Looks like we have Tanner Ensign stayed out, Keith Ayers stayed out, Scott Rush stayed out. Everybody else is in.
Well, this didn't give me a head whatsoever. I'm going to be in the back of the pack again.
There's the field all coming back under caution. So, for the first time tonight, we see the 40 of Brighton Coleman running up towards the front. Not sure if he actually came down pit road or not. So everybody's going to have to get together here. The 04 is getting his lap back. The 40 Brighton Coleman will be our lead truck taking us to the line. James Napier in the 77 will run second. Justin Bell is third, and Dakota Henderson. Top 5 is Trey Smith. Lights are out. Trucks are lining up side by side. We'll be going green on lap 59, giving us 11 to go. Will we go caution free for 11 more laps? Pace cars coming off. Trucks are coming down. The 40 of Brighton Coleman will lead them to the line. And they're off. 40 on the bottom, 77 on the outside. 8 on the bottom, that's Justin Bell. Oh no. Dakota Henderson gets to the outside wall. Not sure what happened there. Oh no, they are crashing. Dakota Henderson. Let's see what happened to Dakota. Dakota, oh, he gets tapped by the 00 of Jacob Shoffett. Let's see if we can see that one more time. They're 3 wide coming into the corner. That's just...
Going to be checking up middle backstretch.
Well, that is not good for the 5 car. We're in James Napier's vehicle, the 77 truck Chevy. 77 Chevy truck.
You coming up here, Brandon, or are you pitting?
If you're talking about me, I'm where I'm supposed to be according to the butt box. I guess it just told me to pass. It was telling me to stay behind 68. Sorry.
All good, buddy. iRacing's funky sometimes.
So we got
I'm going to take the bottom here, James.
about half the field has come in. Top half of the field has stayed out.
Lucky dog on the outside.
Your top 9 drivers have stayed out. Justin Bell, James Napier, Trey Smith, Stephen Ayers Jr., Timothy McDonald, John Sauer, Tanner Ensign, Gabriel
Oh, that
Burke,
was a
and
close
Keith
one. Good
Ayers.
pit still.
All stayed out that time. There was hardly any laps done, so it should not be any issue with the guys who stayed out. We've barely went just a couple laps. Now looky here, Justin Bell back up front. 77 at James Napier second. Third is Trey Smith. We've not heard a lot from Trey Smith today, but now he finds himself on the podium as we speak with 9 to go. Lights are out.
Hey, 40, where you at?
On the pace car. Trucks are beginning to line up side by side. Justin Bell and James Napier will line up to do battle for 7 laps. Getting to know these drivers and their styles week in and week out, I can tell you everybody up here towards the front wants a victory. There is not one driver that thinks second would be okay. At this point, they all want to win. Afterwards, second might be okay, third might be okay, but not right now. Right now, it's first or go home. As the saying is, if you're not first, you're last. We've got a field full of drivers with that mantra right now. With the lights out on the pace car, we are getting ready to go green, and the trucks will be coming around to take lap 63. Justin Bell will lead him out from the bottom. And we're gone. There we go. Justin Bell gets a great run on the bottom. Trey Smith also stays right there with him on the bottom. On the outside is James Napier. Caught on the outside. The outside is fast. There's a 77. And the 1 on the bottom. Oh, no.
What the hell just happened?
Oh, man.
First report says 69 got into Tanner.
Checking up for the pace car. Turn 1, boys. Turn 1, turn 1.
Oh, the 51 and the 22. That got everybody else involved. Oh, no.
Go ahead, Trey. I'll jump in behind.
It was the 44th. Oh, he just got collected by the 00. There was nothing that he could do there. Let's look at Jacob Shoffett from his view. Well, there was nothing he could do either because of the 51. We've got some beat up race trucks here tonight. Tempers are probably a little heated.
You got a mic?
Up front, though, we still have Justin Bell and James Napier and Trey Smith. You're
I was
1
looking for Keith
through
or
3rd.
anybody behind me, 68, that can tell me how bad the rear damage is. This is the 19 behind you, Keith. And as far as I'm concerned, from what I can tell, the back of your truck is clean. Okay, great.
Taking bottom again.
That Redline Radio podcast number 8, Sharp Looking Truck. Don't forget to watch the Redline Radio podcast on Spotify. It's a podcast put out weekly. Also, don't forget about TNR Designs. This is the TNR Designs Truck Series here at Charlotte Motor Speedway. TNR Designs can paint any paint you need. Look them up. TNR Designs. So the lights are still on. They should be coming off this time by with 5 to go. Lights are out. So we'll be going green next time by for lap 67. That'll give us a 4-lap finish. Remember, you have to make it to the white flag lap for the race to count. If there's a caution before the white flag comes out, then we'll have to re-rack the field and do it again. So coming around on lap 67, we'll be going green. Okay, here we go. Let's go racing, folks. And we're off. Green flag is out. Justin Bell on the bottom. James Napier on the top. One of Trey Smith goes down low. Moves into second place with James Napier into third. Justin Bell still out in front. Trey Smith in the second on the top, but now the 77 of James Napier takes over second place on the bottom. They are fighting for second place. We're on lap 68 now. 3 to go. Justin Bell has moved out front. The fight is for second place. We've got James Napier, Trey Smith, Timothy McDonald, Stephen Ayers Jr. all fighting it out. Lap 69. 2 to go.
Sorry, 69.
If we bring it around this time and we're green, we will have us a race. Trey Smith is in third place now. James Napier has fought back on the outside. He is in second. Look at this battle for second place. And behind them is Stephen Ayers Jr. in the 69, watching it all go down. Coming up, we are on the white flag. We have ourselves a race. Justin Bell way out front. Second place, James Napier fighting with Trey Smith. Right behind them is Stephen Ayers Jr. We see the 69 move to the bottom to try to take a spot away from the 1. 77 stays on the bottom low. Here we go. Coming around, Justin Bell takes the victory. James Napier runs into second place, and Trey Smith is our third place
Welcome to the second round,
finisher.
Justin. Congratulations.
Way to go. What a race.
Don't know what that was for, but okay.
Good race, guys.
Justin Bell, James Napier, Trey Smith, Stephen Ayers Jr. Fifth was Keith Ayers.
I was paying attention to something
Sixth
else.
with Timothy McDonald. Seventh was Scott Rush. Eighth was Wayne Isbell.
You're good.
Ninth was Dakota Henderson. 10th was Michael Lovelace. 11th was Gabriel Burke, followed by
No, dude, you're good. I
Brighton
was just
Coleman.
like,
13th was John Sauer.
Okay.
Then Brandon McGee. Jacob Schaffet finished 15th. Tanner Ensign was 16th. 17th was Ethan Farless. And your final finisher was Pat Wilkinson in the 82
Top
Chevrolet.
three to the waiting room, please.
18th.
Justin, James, waiting room, please.
Hey, Trey, drag me, please.
So Trey Smith is our third place driver, and we will go to him now.
I'm gonna bust his ass.
Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
Hey, Trey Smith, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir. I got you, brother.
Did not see you up front for a good portion of that race. Come about the last lap, 15, 20 laps, you were right there up in the front, and you almost pulled out a victory.
Yeah, I didn't know what to expect out of the truck tonight. Like I said, we were pretty well balanced overall. The speed was 50-50. We really needed a longer run. I think we could maybe another 10, 15 laps. I could have had James and possibly something for Justin. But overall, good finish. I'm glad Justin got the win. Able to get another Ensign Motorsports truck into the next round. But yeah, overall, just I didn't know how we were gonna do. We kind of got caught up in some bad stuff and had to use the fast repair, and it was unfortunate. So we just kind of played it smooth and steady until the end, and almost pulled it off. But I'll take third place, get some extra playoff points.
Absolutely. You did a great job there, Trey. I got to ask you, did you have to change your strategy as the night evolved and the race went on? Were you finding yourself maybe deviating from what you thought you were going to have to do at the beginning of the race?
Actually, no. The strategy played out almost perfect. Again, just the cautions kept coming out, and that's not what we needed. I felt pretty comfortable when we restarted third with I think it was 10 to go or something like that. That's what we really needed. That was plenty of time for us to get the truck rolling, and just overall where the race how it ended in those last 10, 15 laps was just not how I planned it. But didn't need those extra cautions, but overall, like I said, just glad we were able to get Justin inside the playoffs, and overall, good night for us, and hopefully we can bring home a championship.
Absolutely, you did a great job too, Trey. Proud of you, really proud of you. Before I let you go, I've got to ask for you if you've got any shout-outs, though.
Yeah, the good Lord above, my amazing girlfriend who lets me come out and do this 4 nights a week. My sidekick, my son, for, again, just being my biggest cheerleader. G Lightning Motorsports, Joe, Krishan, Alex, Kaiser, Eddie, Max, Hunter, Brady, all them boys for putting in the hard work to keep the spirits motivated. Even when I feel like I'm burned out and tired and don't feel like racing, they still give me the extra boost to come out and compete for this championship. YO Outlaw Custom Diecast, Tanner, for allowing me to not only come compete in this race, but be an admin as well. Fearless Broadcasting, you and Ethan, you do an amazing job, Barry. Race Car Bodies by Daily, Bucked Up Energy, Coca-Cola, I guess, Redline Radio podcast, just everybody that makes this possible. Yeah, let's keep on. Hopefully, we can keep up this momentum these next couple weeks and be there at Indy to compete for the championship.
Well, you did great. That was a good deal. One heck of a driving clinic put on tonight by all three of you. I'm going to let you go back down so you can celebrate, but I want to thank you for taking the time to speak with us up here in the broadcast booth.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Barry. You do an amazing job, brother. Super proud of you and super glad that you're able to do this, brother.
Thank you so much, Trey. I'll let you go back down. This is Trey Smith in the number one machine. Next is James Napier. Let's move James Napier up in the broadcast booth. Hey, James Napier, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
Yes, sir.
Second position is a finish you really, really needed. You there were fighting so hard for that victory. Looks like Justin Bell had just enough to eke you out, but nothing to cry about in second position. How'd you do it, and how do you feel about it?
Pretty happy. Finally got a good result. These past couple Sundays or whatever, they've been rough for us. Just glad to get a top 5 and top 3 or whatever. So overall, happy.
Yeah, no, you did great. Let me ask you, did you have to, going into the race, I'm sure you had a strategy and a way that you wanted to drive the truck and when you wanted to come in for pits and all of that. And of course, races happen and change your strategy. Were you forced to change your strategy during the race?
No, not really. Them cautions kind of helped because my truck wasn't. It was built for a long run, but it was also built for a short run. So them cautions kind of helped us out a little bit.
Well, that's great to hear. Before I let you go, James, do you have some shout-outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, I'd like to give a shout out to my boys at Bumblebee. They brought me a fast car, TR Designs, Wild West, and the broadcast guys.
Okay. James, I'm going to let you go back down and celebrate, but I want to say thank you for taking the time out of your evening to speak with us up here in the broadcast booth.
Appreciate you having me.
You bet. That's James Napier in the 77. Okay, and last but not least is our victor, Justin Bell. Let's bring Justin Bell up to the broadcast booth. Justin Bell, Barry Stevens in the broadcast booth. You got me.
How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Not as good as you are, sir. A victor for the playoffs, moving you automatically into the next round. You've got to be feeling pretty good about that.
I am absolutely astonished about that. Like, I felt like I had enough speed tonight to, to kind of be up front, but I didn't know how and exactly how much I did have up there. But, I'm super excited, super thankful for Tanner and Trey over at Enzymes Motorsports for getting this truck ready. We were in a Conti setup tonight, so shout out to Team Conti's Sim Performance for their for all their help and their open setups. Michael Conti over there is awesome, and I can't give enough shout out. They make some bad fast setups, and it ran great tonight.
I asked the other guys the same question I'm about to ask you. During the race, I'm sure at the beginning you had a certain idea of how you wanted the race to go, when you'd like to pit, where you'd like to be at certain points of the race, and then of course the race happens, cautions come out, and you're forced to deviate from your previous plans. Tonight, were you forced to make changes to your plan? And if you did, what were they?
I mean, no, I really didn't have to change my plan too much. I kind of just ran my race strategy how I needed, let the cautions fly, and, listen to the crew chief. We were almost there on fuel when the last caution flew, and, I kind of needed that, and then the couple caution spree there happened, so it felt good for us to feel that way at the end, that we were confident in our tires, and we knew on restarts we were going to be have a commanding restart. At least we felt good on restarts. So it felt great.
No, you looked good out there. You did a great job. Before I let you go, though, do you have any shout-outs?
Of course, I want to give a shout out to my wife, my kids, Kayla, Case, Caden, and Lane. If it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to do this. She lets me do this all the time. She's working from home as we speak behind me, so she helps and wrinkles the kids while I get to race for a little bit. Of course, Team Conti Sims Performance, they provide all my setups. Tanner Enzyme and his Enzyme Motorsports, we're on to a championship, hopefully, with this team. And this will be my first ever, so I haven't felt this much speed in a long time, and I can't wait to see what I'm doing.
Well, Justin Bell, we're proud of you, and you had one heck of a great race tonight. Looking forward to seeing you next week with the pressure off of you and just seeing what you can do to deliver then.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and we're so excited.
You should be, and I'm really proud of you. So overall, I'd like to say good night. I'll move you back down to the waiting room.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Okay, that was Justin Bell, your victor in the number 8 machine. Tonight was a great race for the Wild West Racing League, TNR Designs Truck Series. 12th race of the series season out of 17 races, and this was the second race of the playoffs, is now in the books at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where we ran 70 laps. Once again, Justin Bell took away the victory. James Napier was second, and Trey Smith finished your podium with third place. We know you have so many choices on what to do with your Sunday evenings. We thank you that you've taken the time out of your evening to watch the Wild West Racing League and to do so with Fearless Broadcasting Network. I'm Barry Stevens saying thank you for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you the same time next week. Bye-bye.